boxing fans? Miguel Maravilla here as we start off the boxing weekend. Here we go. Friday night from the TV Azteca Studios in Mexico City, live on the Zone. These two gentlemen will square off in the main event. But before that, the undercard. South Central Los Angeles' undefeated middleweight prospect Diego Pacheco, with a record of 9-0 and 7 knockouts, will be featured on the card. Keep an eye on this kid. Very explosive prospect. Expected to get the victory as he is scheduled to take on Juan Antonio Mendez, 12-2, 10 knockouts. Pretty solid puncher in a 6-round fight. WBC flyweight champion Julio Cesar Martinez, with a record of 16-1, 12 knockouts, defends his title against Moises Calleros. Martinez, a very exciting fighter, very fun to watch. He is coming off a unanimous decision win over Jay Harris early in February at the Ford Center in Frisco, Texas. He is also part of the Eddie Reynoso stable, Team Canelos, as there he is celebrating with his trainer. I expect him to be doing the same in this fight, as he is already making a name for himself in the lower weight class. Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez defends his WBA World Super Flyweight title against Israel Gonzalez. For Chocolatito, he has won 3 straight fights since his 2 straight defeats to the hands of Sri Saket of Thailand. Say what you want, but there was no way he should have had that rematch. Clearly won the first fight. I have my opinion. I was actually there at the Garden covering. I thought Chocolatito did his thing, but in the rematch, it was just too many battles for him already. He suffered that devastating knockout, but has showed that he is back, as he destroyed previously unbeaten Khalid Yafai, just schooling him, just performing a clinic en route to the 9th round stoppage. Yafai was actually down in rounds 8 and 9, as Chocolatito is back. I expect them to come out victorious in this fight. Just a much better fighter. Expect them to possibly take on the winner of Gallo Estrada and Carlos Cuadras, as he defeated both closely via unanimous decision. And in the main event, the rematch, WBC World Super Flyweight Champion Juan Francisco Estrada squares off against Carlos Cuadras for Estrada's WBC Super Flyweight title. The two met back in 2019, as Estrada won a decision over Cuadras and knocking him down in the 10th round to seal the deal. Since their first encounter, just Estrada has just shown lots lots of good skill, whereas Cuadras has been on the decline. He just didn't look his best in his fight in New York at the Garden against Carmona, and then suffered that defeat at the hands of Arroyo. Not the same fighter that should have beat Chocolatito, that should have edged him out. However, Chocolatito came out winning that fight. As for Estrada, since his defeat at the hands of Chocolatito won that fight convincingly. I was ringside for that fight covering at the Los Angeles Sports Arena, which is now the LAFC Stadium, Bank of California Stadium. Anyhow, back to the fight. We have Estrada just has been a different fighter since, going on to win titles. Also meeting Trisaket as he lost the first fight, but avenged his defeat in winning a decision last year in April. But in this fight, I just have to go with El Gallo Estrada. Just overall, just very good boxer puncher, very good ring generalship, very good ring IQ. I'd probably say he's Mexico's probably top 5 right now, hands down. Setting the stage for a potential rematch against Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. Saturday night on Showtime, Sergey Lipinets will square off against Julio Clayton for the interim IBF welterweight title. That will headline the Showtime telecast. This should be a very interesting fight for Lipinets. Lipinets originally scheduled to take on Adukarov as Clayton now steps in. You know, this is the type of fight where you have a last week replacement that could come in and possibly shake things up, because you have Lipinets training for Adukarov's style. However, I feel him and trainer Joe Grusin have a pretty good plan, as Clayton, the Canadian, just doesn't have the experience that Lipinets has. So look for Lipinets to come out victorious in this one and capturing the IBF welterweight title.